Ready.
Hi, my name is Anisha Dunnigan. I am doing my speech on how to make a wonderful, gooey peach cobbler. My ingredients I will be using today will be sugar, and I'm talking about the good sugar, not the cheap sugar. I got a pan. You want it to be about that wide deep. I got a wonderful bowl. You need aluminum foil to cover it up when you put it in the oven. We got butter. We have pie crust, and I prefer to use Pillsbury Doughboy because we don't use anything cheap by making this wonderful peach cobbler. I have nutmeg, and you want to get 2 cans of sliced peaches. Okay, so right now we're getting ready to start our demonstration. Right now I'm going to call my wonderful assistant up here at this point. Her name is Renasia. Come on, Renasia. Woo! Stand right here. Okay, so Renasia, what are we making today?
Peach cobbler.
Speak up a little bit louder.
Peach cobbler.
Okay, so in order to start our peach cobbler, we have to take our pie crust, which I took out of the bag, out of the box. So we're going to open it up. I'm sorry, Renasia, if you want to get on this side. And when we open them up, it's going to be, of course, a dough. That's what it's going to be. And we're going to unravel it. I'm going to let my wonderful assistant help me unravel it. Okay, so we're going to lay it down in the pan, straighten it out. Okay, we're going to take one more out of the dough. So as you see, it should unravel very easy. So you have, hold it up on that side, Renasia. So you have dough. So it should be very easy to unravel. And then we're going to lay it in the pan. Okay. Right now we have the bottom of our peach cobbler. So you have your 2 pie crusts. Okay. Right now, thank you, Renasia. Thank you. I'm going to call up my other niece to help me. Sincerity, come on, love. All right, Sincerity, say hi to the people.
Hello.
Oh, okay. And what are we making today, Miss Sincerity?
A peach cobbler.
Okay. So right now, we're going to open our can of peach cobbler. Okay. All right, Miss Sincerity, I need you to come and help Auntie open this can. Good job, thank you. Okay, hold on. Love. And the reason for the bowl that we have is to drain the juice out of it. You'll keep some of the juice, but you don't want it to have all the juice because it will make the bottom of the pie crust very soggy. So I'm just going to drain a little of the the juice. Okay. All right, you want to help Auntie pour it in here? All right, you ready? And then when you pour it, we're going to, spread it out, okay? Okay, pour it. So I'm helping my niece pour it. Alrighty, and then we're going to open up the other can of peaches. Okay, so that's 1 can of peaches. Gonna help me open the other one? Alrighty. So we're gonna drain. And you guys, it's very safe for the kids to help you in the kitchen making this because there's nothing that would cut their hand besides the can, and you just basically do hand over hand with them. So, you wanna help me pour it? Alrighty. Okay. Thank you, my wonderful assistant. Thank you so much. So we have used 2 cans of peaches now. Okay. So right now, I'm going to use nutmeg. Ground, it has to say ground nutmeg, so you don't get them clumps and all that in your peach cobbler. So you're gonna open it up, and you're going to basically, well, in our family, we really don't measure stuff, so it's hard to say how much you should use, but basically you will want to cover your peaches. Basically, so you want to cover your peaches. So again, if you want to get technical and use measuring stuff, I would say probably 1/4 cup to measure, but you still have to sprinkle it out very evenly onto the peaches. So I'm going to basically I went over it a couple of times. And you use it to your discretion of how much nutmeg, because nutmeg, if you use too much, can be very overpowering. If you use too less, then it don't have that good taste. Okay, so I'm going to sprinkle it a little more. Okay. And then I'm going to call my next assistant up, which is my wonderful niece, Ari. Come on, Ari. And she's going to help her auntie open up the next box of pie crust. And the reason that you have to have 2 pie crusts is because of the fact you have to have your bottom layer and your bottom layer of the pan, and then you have to have your crust to go at the top to get that crust up on top of the peaches. Okay, Miss Ari, hi, welcome to the show. And what are we gonna make today, ma'am?
A peach cobbler.
A peach cobbler. Okay. Can you hand me that box of pie crust, please? Thank you so much. And again, while cooking anything, make sure your audience or anyone that's participating, they wash your hands, which my family and friends did before we started this. So again, you're going to use pie crust. You can get it into the frozen section with the eggs and the juices, and it actually say pie crust. So you have your 2 right here. Okay. Ready to open this for me? Okay. So, Ari, what is the reason that we have to put a crust on top of the peaches? I'm sorry. Yes. My niece is very shy. I'm so sorry. She said that basically we have to have the top crust so it can be more layers to it. And she's absolutely right. Now there are several different ways you could do it. You can actually, once you unravel, you don't have to add any flour because clearly, as you see, there's already like a little douse of flour on here. If you want to, you can cut them in stripes. Stripes, and lay it on top of it if you don't want the full effect of the crust at the top. Or you can roll it in dough and drop it in there. So it's like a peach goulash type situation, but this is what we use in our family, so this is why I'm doing this way. Okay, so my lovely assistant is going to lay the crust on top of the peaches. We're gonna turn it the opposite way. No, this way, love. Alrighty. Okay. And then we're gonna open this one. And yeah, and as my niece is doing, Make sure you push down around the edges, because what'll happen is, that's why I said you have to drain it, because too much juice will make it come up to the top and it will be really soggy, and you don't want that. And as you see, I broke a little piece at the bottom. It doesn't matter because it's just the crust at the top. Okay, you ready to lay it down? Alrighty. Okay. And now we have our butter that we melted. Our butter that we melted is 1/2 cup. And what you're going to do, we're going to drizzle it at the top. And the reason for the butter is to give it a little more zing to the thing, and it keeps your top layer of your pie crust very crispy and very golden. You don't want it to be too flaky because then it gets dry. So we're going to put that on top. Sorry, we are outside on a horse farm, enjoying the scenery, so we're getting a lot of bugs today. Okay, so, and if you want to, you can, oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. What you could do, and I would say do it, is take a little more nutmeg and sprinkle at the top. And again, it's all to your discretion of how much you want to add. And then we're going to take the aluminum foil. We're going to tear it. We're going to put it on top of the pan. Thank you. And we're going to put it in the oven, a conventional oven, for 30 minutes on 375. And this is how it's going to look. When you put it in the oven, you don't need to open it up and check it. Just set a timer on your stove or on your cell phone and 30 minutes. And when it's done, let it cool for a second. Cut it into squares or scoop it and put it on some vanilla ice cream, and you have a wonderful peach cobbler. Thank you again for letting me demonstrate my demonstration speech today. Thank you.